$1.8 trillion. That's the valuation sitting on the table right now for the biggest IPO in the history of financial markets. Not Amazon, not Google, not Meta, SpaceX. And most retail investors are still asleep at the wheel. Here's what's really going on, and what you need to be thinking about right now before this window closes. SpaceX is going public. $1.8 trillion. That makes it larger than every IPO ever executed. By a mile. For context, Saudi Aramco's 2019 IPO hit $1.7 trillion. That was the previous record. SpaceX just blew past it before a single share hits the open market. Elon Musk's rocket company isn't just launching satellites. It's launching what could be the most consequential market event of this decade. Revenue? SpaceX is already generating real cash. Starlink alone, their satellite internet division, is pulling in billions annually and growing fast. Billionaire investor Ron Barron, who has been long SpaceX for years, isn't just bullish. He's predicting a $30 trillion valuation long-term. That's 16 times the current IPO price. Let that number sink in. Retail investors right now are scrambling to find pre-IPO access through platforms like Forge Global and Equity Zen, secondary market brokers where early employees and insiders are already selling shares. Demand is through the roof, and supply is extremely limited. But here's what nobody is saying about this yet. SpaceX may not join the S&P 500 for years after the IPO. That's not speculation. That's how index inclusion works. A company typically needs multiple quarters of profitability and meets strict float requirements before the S&P committee even considers it. That means if you're holding a standard index fund, you won't automatically get exposure. Not on day one. Not even in year one. Passive investors could miss the entire early stage run. And there's another layer. Lock-up periods. Early employees and institutional investors are typically restricted from selling for 90 to 180 days post-IPO. When that window unlocks, significant downward pressure on the share price is a real risk. We saw it with Uber. We saw it with Lyft. The pattern is well documented. 3 things every investor should be thinking about right now. Not advice, just education. SpaceX hits $30 trillion by 2040. Ron Barron's call. Agree or disagree? Drop your number below. This video is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always consult a qualified advisor before making any investment decisions.